Hey there, folks. I'm Isaac, and I'm obstinate about parrying.
And I'm Claire, and I'm inside the monolith.
And this is
Make That Game!
Where we pitch the latest,
The greatest
new video game ideas.
that won't get made.
Wait a second, did we flip that?
Yeah, you took my line.
I guess, so I just run on instinct. When there's a pause, I take command, I guess.
I guess.
And I guess you hesitated too much, so I just was like,
Well,
oh,
it's
it must be my line.
Because you were really rushing through the first part, so I was kind of...
Oh, was I? Oh,
pace it back.
I am sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm sorry. All right.
We made it work.
Let's jump into it. What do we do here? Well, we don't develop games. We design games.
Yeah. Well, you develop games.
Well, do I? I don't have anything on a storefront.
True.
Therefore,
unlike our guest from a few...
Yeah, Electorate.
months ago,
The Electorate is now on Steam. You can wishlist it.
Yeah, please do. So it is from I forget the episode number, but it's Pixie Whispers is the episode
I'm glad
name.
you know the name.
I do know the name. In the like early 30s, 130s.
Okay.
And we interviewed Matt Meir, who has developed a game that is now on the Steam wishlist. It's called The Electorate. So if you want to give him a wishlist.
Yeah, and go back and listen to the episode to hear more ideas from the designer and developer himself.
Yeah, if you haven't already listened,
Yeah.
Some of you out there.
Go back and listen
fans.
again.
Yeah, listen again.
Go back and listen again and leave a review on... Can you leave reviews on specific episodes?
I don't know, actually. I've never
If
tried.
you can, go ahead and do that. And if
Okay.
you haven't left a review on the podcast itself, leave a review on the podcast itself. I'm jumping into the end, but that's a discussion for another time. You know what is a discussion for today?
What?
Game ideas that won't get made.
That's true.
By us.
No, you're right. Yeah, and we do themes to pitch our ideas.
We didn't say the theme last time.
We didn't, but we decided it would be flowers.
Yes.
But before we get into that, let's say the theme for next time now.
Okay.
So we don't forget.
Hit me with it.
Wire.
Okay.
Yeah.
I won't even write that down. We have a recording.
Yeah, we can play it back. Play back the tape.
Wire. Okay.
Wire is going to be the theme for next week. But this week was flowers. So Isaac, why don't you tell us your game idea?
Wait. See, this is why you take notes, folks. I had a game idea. Wait, it's escaping me.
No, get it. Chase it. Chase it back. Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Okay. I just
thank
remembered.
goodness.
All right. Yeah. Definitely take notes, people. I need to take notes. Okay. I don't have a name, as I often don't for these, because, if someone's going to make these games, they deserve the right to name their own game, is my feeling on it, right? They take the idea,
That's
they
true,
run with it.
If you do scoop up one of these delicious scoops of game.
We might give name recommendations, but you don't have to use the name. So, it is a game where you are a swordsman who is helping nature fight back against some kind of eco problem.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm not sure whether it's like man-made industry or just like a general like magical blight. Depends on how political you want to get with the game. You could even do both. It could be a man-made magical blight that's destroying nature. But you are a swordsman, and basically by sword fighting near flowers, the flowers will help you.
Okay.
Like their petals will swarm up around your blade and give you effects.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's basically like Souls-like gameplay.
Okay.
Or like general like third person like action, like that kind of deal. Where, heavy attack, light attack, here's block and parry, and you're fighting a bunch of enemies, and the goal is to kind of guide them, get them into locations where there are like flower patches and stuff, so you can be like, all right, I'm fighting you like amongst the sunflowers, so I'm doing fire damage, or like that could be strong against vampires because it's sunlight. sunflowers have like some magical sunlight in them. So
Okay.
like bonus against like nighttime fiends. And mostly I imagine this game as being a vessel for really cool artistic shots of sword fighting with all the petals flowing around. I think it would be very, very cool and cinematic. And that's the priority here, rather than being like a particularly long or in-depth game.
I feel like it's giving a little Clair Obscur.
Okay.
Just with like all the the floral imagery in Clair Obscur is pretty
yeah.
strong, and the cinematicness of it, they really worked on that. So I see some inspiration there.
Some inspo. But yeah, that's basically the game idea. Lure enemies to flower patches, and then like some of the scenarios that it puts you in are, there's like literally no flower patches in this like boss arena. Like you have to fight this guy raw.
Wow. Okay.
And you can do different things, like here's blue flowers that give you like water damage, but the enemy's immune to water. So
I mean, this would be a good segue into our discussion topic, but you can't summon flowers to fight for you, can you?
I was actually thinking like a like consumable item that you could add to the game would be like basically packets of flower seeds that if you find fertile ground, you can like throw a handful, and like because magic is involved, they can like sprout.
Yeah.
And they might be like super temporary, like it might give you a flower patch for like 30 seconds. But Dark Souls has items that they're usually called like saps or resins, if I remember correctly, where you apply them to your weapon to add electrical damage or whatever. And I imagine this to be the equivalent of that, where you toss seeds onto fertile land, if there is fertile land for you to get to. Like there might be an arena that's like too far blighted for you to be able to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So there's some interesting things you can do with like the flower theme mechanics, and it naturally gives some interesting, I think, restrictions to gameplay. And I think it's really cool when you take like that little simple concept and you can vary it quite a bit.
Yeah.
Within the sanctioned set of rules.
Definitely.
So, what's your game idea? Your flower game?
I struggled a lot this week, honestly. I didn't want to be the reason we didn't record a podcast episode, so we're here anyway.
Okay.
But I really don't have a strong... So basically, with the flower, the direction I was leaning is petals. I was like, I want to do something with petals.
Oh, like I did.
And then I thought of it... Well, not... Yours was a visual.
That's true.
Petals aren't really the mechanic. But, and then what I thought about was like Beauty and the Beast, the movie, where he has the rose and the petals fall off the rose, and once the rose is completely...
Yeah, he dies.
Gone. Well, no, he's a beast forever.
Oh, that's effective. That's soul death. He would be so depressed about that.
I mean, Belle wouldn't have been, but anyway.
Whoa,
Ooh,
spicy.
Spicy, no, but that's just a joke. But so I was like, I wanted to create a game where the like life mechanic was related to like each character had like a flower that was like losing petals over time, and you can't regain petals back, so it's like a finite resource.
Okay, so you're not imagining these petals as being like an HP pool, like a hit point pool.
No.
Okay.
Because it would be like the whole game.
Okay.
Would be like around this mechanic.
Okay.
But that's kind of like as far as I got. Sorry.
So no. This is workable. Like this could be like a dark fantasy kind of Sims sort of game.
I don't think I see it as Sims.
Where your character. Okay.
Just because like either you do whatever quest you're doing before the flower dies, or you don't. Right. So like Sims is like.
So there is there. Oh, okay.
Because like Sims is like an infinite playable space, whereas like this would be a start and end game.
Gotcha.
There would be an end to the game.
Gotcha. So the flower petals would they be a mechanic, or would they be more of a story idea? Like in Act 3, like as you enter Act 3, the second to last petal falls off, and now there's narrative tension but like there's nothing in gameplay that really interacts with it.
No, I think it should be like both.
Okay, should be both. So this kind of thing makes me think, and I know that you said that it should be a point A to point B like story game, but it feels like a good like roguelike or roguelite kind of mechanic, right? Like you have a character, they have effectively like a super limited resource that could be effectively their HP. Like you get hit, you lose a flower petal, and like you're never getting that back no matter what. Or it could be the flower petal represents how many floors they have, or whatever, and like every time you transition a floor, a petal falls off. Or it limit, like maybe you have like a super move you can use, but it consumes petals, so it's a trade-off of like, do I use this powerful ability or do I keep the resource that I need?
See,
or maybe it's all of the above.
This is why I didn't finish it.
Because there's a lot of possibility.
Yeah.
There's a lot of possibility.
I mean, we could just do the Beauty and the Beast like you're cursed and you won't be able to break the curse if your flower dies.
Oh, actually, something like that, like if it was...
But I like that the trade-off is like if you lose in order to break the curse also, though, you're going to have to use up that resource in some way. So there's like a balance. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, what if it was like let's talk about a middle ground where maybe it's like an open world-ish RPG, like where you are playing a character and there is an overarching story, like thinking Oblivion style. And it's based around like making bunches of choices, and you can use the petals for various other side quests and stuff, and losing all your petals just keeps you in like this cursed state for the rest of the game, but it doesn't necessarily stop you for like, it is a choice in and of itself whether you want to play effectively infinite. Like my Skyrim character that I've been playing is a werewolf, and there is a way to cure the werewolf curse, but I've been playing the whole game as a werewolf, and it just feels like this could be like one of those choices.
And maybe it's like the story of the game kind of leans into like you're supposed to break the curse and like that's going to be part of it, but it's not like required.
Yeah.
And then speed runs can have curse percent.
Maybe
or you never break the curse.
Yes. Maybe the petals can be like super powerful. Like maybe there can be a bunch of characters scattered across the land. And like if you give them one of your petals, like it fixes them. Like you're and so you can basically choose like who survives by the end of the game. And so you either like, if you have like 9 petals, you either choose 8 characters that survive plus you break your curse and get that ending.
I don't like that.
Okay, no.
To be honest. No. I think that because that creates like a good evil kind of situation.
I don't think it's good evil.
I mean, then what's the one person you choose to die? It's very like...
Well, no, the idea is that there would be like much more than that. So like you have, like you can only save
I don't think
so many people.
I don't want to do a savior situation.
Okay.
No, because I liked your original idea where like the petals, like you can burn them basically for like super cool moves or like really good buffs, but so like to progress through the game, using petals makes it easier, but being cursed makes it harder. So it's always this like balance.
I do actually like the idea of like the bosses being designed in such a way that an average playthrough you would most likely need. Like they would just be so overwhelmingly powerful that like you are expected to use petals, and it takes like basically like a speedrunner or like an optimizer to be able to clear them out easily. I think that's
cool. Yeah. So I mean, like you could be protecting the realm in some way, but I don't think trading petals for other people's like benefit is a fun mechanic personally.
No,
I think it's stressful. Like, and it makes it about like being a good person. I don't know. That just doesn't interest me in a gameplay way.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, cool. I think we did it. That was like an extended rapid fire round.
That's
where the
true.
word was flowers, petals, and curse.
Yeah.
I brought the 3 words, but yeah. Do you think I did it?
I think you did it.
We pitched a game?
Yeah.
Together?
There was the game.
Okay. Cool. Well, as I hinted at, we're going to talk about something that's been in the news, in the gaming news lately. Isaac, what are we discussing this fine day?
Nintendo has recently been awarded a patent for the ability to summon a companion to battle alongside you.
Yes.
And there has been tons of discourse around that idea.
Yep.
And so I did a little digging because the headline version of it seems patently ridiculous. Hey, look what I did there.
Look at that.
Because it's a concept that's been like so used, it would be like, and I know that this probably exists, but it would be like trying to claim a patent for paper. Like, oh, so many people already use paper. Like, there are so many, like, you can't do that. And to an extent, I'm correct. Like, the patent have you ever read a patent?
No.
They are abominations unto our good word. It was so hard to dissect what they're talking about because they can't use... It seems like they have to drill down to, like, conceptual ideas. Like, they can't call something a computer. They call it... I forget the exact word that they use, but it was something like thinking machine or processing machine or something. Because I think if you specify computer...
It could mean like a personal computer, not like console.
So they need to broadly, like they need to get as broad as possible.
Yeah.
So it makes it so hard to dissect what they're talking about. They're like, when input 1 is entered under playable character on the game screen, number 2,
oh my
then...
gosh.
So, but they have diagrams and they have like an abstract and then they have 14 pages of like minuscule like sub conditions and stuff. But I think I understand it at a broad level, and I think it has been sensationalized a little bit. It is not just the idea of summoning someone who battles alongside you. Like, in general, it doesn't stop like a necromancer from Diablo 2 or a summoner from Final Fantasy 14 or even like a warlock from World of Warcraft. Like, it doesn't seem like it would stop those. What their patent specifically is on is if the concept of your player controlled character doing an input that will result in like an object being thrown into the vicinity of a second non-playable entity that then initiates a battle.
So
summons
really
a friendly
specific.
Character and initiates a battle. And
so what game of Nintendo's do you think this is representing?
The Pokemon Legends games.
I thought just Pokemon in general, but
oh yeah.
I just we jumped right into like the patent stuff, but I'm like, let's broaden it out a little. Like,
okay,
this is really about Pokemon.
Yes, yes, this is a Pokemon specific patent, it seems, and
it doesn't say that because it has to be as broad as possible.
Exactly.
Apparently, but
so yeah, it is specifically like the mechanics that we see in like Legends Arceus, and I can't remember if we see these mechanics in.
Yeah, we do in
Scarlet Violet.
Yeah.
Okay, so. The other part that it seems to control is, I know this happened in Scarlet Violet, like they had the auto battle system where you could summon a Pokemon and it would walk over to wild Pokemon and beat the crap out of them.
Yeah.
It covers that. But this is where like the legalese and vague wording, it's precise wording, but not in a way that I'm used to.
It's like genie language.
It's yes,
like that's really what it is. It's like like you're trying not to get tricked. Like, oh, there's a loophole. Like you're writing it in such a verbose and like specific way that it's you can't find a loophole. Like that's what it is.
Yes, that auto battle kind of mechanic. To me, my understanding of it, and I'm not a lawyer, obviously not a patent lawyer,
neither of us are lawyers.
I'm not used to reading this. So, retroactively go back, and I should start by saying this. So don't take anything I'm saying as representative of fact. But I did do the effort of more. I haven't seen much of like the discourse, either in articles or whatever, dig into the patent itself. And in fact, finding the patent itself was a little difficult because these news articles that I was looking at were mostly linking back to other articles talking about the patent rather than ever linking to the patent itself.
Oh,
so
boy.
I found the patent itself so I could get to the bottom of it.
We should put that in the show notes. So if anyone wants to read the patent itself, we'll do that so you can look in the links.
We'll add that. But the auto battle part of it is the thing that I think could be most broadly interpreted as like this could harm other games.
Okay.
But I think that in the patent language itself, it refers to it as a secondary battle system.
So if it was like the main battle system, you could probably argue
yes,
it's not breaking the patent.
If you are a necromancer in Diablo 2, yes, you do summon minions and they do battle like minions in an automatic way that they see on screen, but that is the primary combat system that's being invoked. So I think that that's safe.
Now, I remember in some of the articles I saw, and I didn't read the patent. Isaac did the homework for this one. There was also something about like characters that follow you around.
So I think that is the auto battle part. Okay. Again, like I did read the patent, but the language is so...
Look, if you're a patent lawyer or anything lawyer adjacent to a patent lawyer, email us at makethegamepodcast@gmail.com with your hot take on this, because that'd be interesting to hear.
So I did see an article where a former patent lawyer for Nintendo, they interviewed them, and they said, this probably wouldn't actually hold up in court if they ever tried to enforce it.
Specifically the auto battle or just the whole thing?
The whole thing.
Oh, then what's the point of writing it? Okay.
Just to have that, because a lot of people might just be intimidated by the legal team, the legal power that Nintendo wields.
I mean, Nintendo is litigious. Yes,
litigious, yeah. So where was I?
You pretty much you said that the auto battle system.
Yeah, I think
it's okay.
I think that how patents work is the entire concept as a whole, as described in the, like, I don't think you can enforce, hey, you're infringing on part 2 of the patent, the auto battle part. I think you can only infringe upon the entire patent as a whole. Okay. So if someone did have that auto battle system alone, I don't think this patent gives Nintendo any power. I think they have to have the auto battle as the secondary system, and they also have to have the ability to summon a foe to fight directly within the range of... By the way, there's a tons of pictures along with this patent, and all of them indicate people. Like, they didn't even try to draw like little monsters or little representatives of Pokemon in any way. They just drew like vaguely humanoid shapes.
Good. No, we love that.
Which implies Nintendo might be brewing some people on people battle action.
I don't know if that's what that implies.
No, it does not.
But
I think it's a easy to understand shorthand for these are characters on the screen. They can be anything. They don't have to be humanoid.
Yeah, that's what I think too. So if this is like a little shaky in court, it's pretty broad. Why do you think Nintendo decided to do this?
Pal World.
Oh, Pal World. Tell me more.
Pal World came out and Nintendo or Pokemon Company or both really hated it. Pal World is a game that it takes like a survival type game like Valheim or what's the dinosaur one? Ark Survival Evolved. So these are games where you generally start like as a naked person and you punch trees, get wood, build sword, kill enemies, get more resources, and then it spirals and you get like super fortified bases and machine guns and stuff. And that's like the gameplay loop is collect resource, which allows you to build something that allows you to collect a better resource, which allows you to build something that allows you to collect a better resource, etc. So the idea of Pal World is it's that with Pokemon, and they just openly are like, yeah, you can use Pokemon as slaves, and you can use like the Pokeball equivalent to capture humans. Like, it doesn't just work on Pals.
I didn't realize Pal World was weird.
Oh, it's extreme. Like, the first thing that they showed of it was like the first trailer was literally like Pikachu-like Pokemon working in a sweatshop gun factory, all looking miserable.
Okay, yeah, I had no idea. I really thought Palworld was like an almost one-to-one Pokemon like
No,
dupe.
no. The entire idea of it was like, what if Pokemon but edgy?
Okay.
And so obviously Nintendo had problems with that because giving a Pokemon a gun and letting it shoot other Pokemon,
yeah,
and then enslaving the Pokemon that just got shot and making it work in a coal mine until it dies
isn't great.
Isn't a great, like,
to quickly summarize.
And these are colorful Pokemon-like characters. Like, these aren't like grim, dark, gritty, dark Pokemon designs. These are like smiling, fluffy, like Pokemon designs. So Nintendo litigated. They were like, "Hey, you can't do this. You're ripping off Pokemon too much, and this is like a bad look for our brand. Basically, you're like." Your designs are close enough to ours that you could be confused for actual Pokemon, and we don't like the way that this represents like our brand. Mm-hmm. And that was mostly thrown out. I should have done research on this. There was one aspect that was held up that like Palworld had to change. I believe it was specifically the idea of Pokeballs.
Okay.
So I think Palworld had to change from summoning and catching and summoning with balls to some other item. And I might be wrong on this. This is what I vaguely remember. This was a couple years ago at this point. But I think Nintendo has held a grudge ever since.
Okay.
And they did lose because Palworld exists.
Yeah, still
and they only
there.
had to make the smallest of change, basically. Mm-hmm. And I think that they are just trying to consolidate as much power to never allow this to happen again. I don't think that there is any world where they're able to go back and stop Palworld retroactively at this point.
Yeah.
But they can stop anything like it from ever happening again if they get enough and the most correct patents.
Gotcha.
And that's what I believe. This is my supposition of what's going on.
All right. Yeah, no, I mean, I think that sounds legit. I didn't know all of that about Palworld, so I'm learning today. I truly thought it was just kind of like a knockoff Pokemon.
No, that's Temtem.
Oh, okay. Temtem either. But yeah, very interesting stuff. We have talked about patents on the podcast before, because Nintendo also patented the rise mechanic in Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh yeah.
Which feels better, like I guess because it was brand new to Nintendo at the time, and is pretty unique. It's where you can like it's ascend is what it's called. Yes. So you ascend like through layers of objects in a game.
And specifically the ability. I remember reading this because this is another one where I dug into the patent. Specifically, part of it is the ability to have your head poking out.
Oh, really?
The top of the surface.
That's great.
See what's up there and choose whether you want to go back down or not.
I like that. Yeah. So, like, to me, that feels like a more appropriate patent because it's very unique. And it was for a game that had just come out.
Yes.
And we hadn't seen it before in any other Nintendo game. Whereas this feels it does feel very, like targeted, I guess, because Pokemon has been out for a very, very long time.
Yeah. Although the newest game hasn't. Wait, has the newest game come out yet? They're already talking about DLC and stuff for the newest game. Is it out? Did I miss a Pokemon release?
But, I mean, like, Arceus and Scarlet Violet have been out for a long time. And, I mean, in other Pokemon games, don't you technically throw things to start battles, or no?
Like, I can think of games where maybe you like throw rocks. Like Clair Obscure, you can punch things to start a battle.
Right.
But you don't throw other characters to start a battle.
Yeah. I said in other Pokemon games.
Oh.
Other game games.
So Pokemon Legends, I believe, is the first one that lets you like throw a Pokeball directly to start a battle.
Okay, so I mean in that case, yeah, it's because in my head I was also kind of imagining them that they were patenting like all the way back to like the 90s.
No.
So it makes a little more sense in that case too, where this is kind of something new as of, when did Arceus come out? Like 2020, 2019?
Something like that.
Yeah.
It was during the pandemic.
Okay, so at least 2020.
Yeah.
But it was like, I mean, it was
Because I bought it like right when it came out, and we were already living together. So
well, then it was at least 2021.
That's true. Yeah.
We can only know dates based on our relationship milestones.
That's right. This is a married person podcast. We don't remind anyone enough. We don't remind people of that enough.
Nope. Don't forget it. We're married. Okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. Like, to me, I know people seem really upset about it. I think they're afraid that they're going to be nitpicky on a lot of games.
Yes.
And use it to stop, like, especially I think indie games.
I do think that that's unfounded, although I am ready to be proven wrong.
Right.
As the next indie Diablo comes out and the Necromancer class and like Pokemon does actually sue them.
Yeah, I think that'll be an interesting thing to see because like we've seen now 2 patents that we've talked about, at least from Nintendo, and I don't think I've heard of any of them being acted on as far as like a lawsuit is concerned.
No.
Well, I mean, this one just came out, so it would be wild if they already had a lawsuit going, but maybe.
I think everything that would come out beforehand gets grandfathered in. I think it's only stuff like that isn't yet released can be litigated against.
I mean, I would think so, because if I think the patent would be very hard to claim if anything came out beforehand that fit the bill, because then it's like, well, you didn't come up with this by yourself. You're not the only one who did this.
Yeah, I actually don't know how that aspect of patent law. I didn't research that.
No, I don't, like in general, how do you decide who did it first? I mean, I guess if Arceus was first and there were no other games prior to Arceus that did that, then they could say, okay, you get the patent. So they could theoretically, I think, go after games that came out after Arceus.
Yeah. Well, no, I think they can only go after games that, again, I'm not a patent law person at all.
Okay.
But I think they can only come after games that came out after their patent was issued.
Okay. Well, yeah. So I think you're right. I think it's more about bullying game developers in the future to just not try.
Yes.
Like instead of actually going after things, I think they're just trying to be like imposing.
Yes.
Which does suck, but I also will
room.
say, like, I don't know. To me, that mechanic isn't like, oh no, like I'm not like, oh no.
Yeah, I would be interested to see what other people can do with it, like with the multi-combat system. And
if you're someone who designs games or even just imagines games like us, write to the podcast, make that game podcast@gmail.com, and tell us how you would use that mechanic if it wasn't a patent.
That'd be fun. That's such a good email.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think since we're mostly just speculating on things we don't know because we're not lawyers, at this point, let's move on to our final segment of this show, which is the rapid fire round.
Woo! We're going to put a 5-minute timer on, and we are going to generate 3 random words, and we are going to come up with a game with a name, a gameplay loop, and wait, is that it? Is that all we have to come up with? Is there a third thing?
No, we just have to use all those 3 words. We only have 5 minutes to do it.
Yes. Okay. And I'm ready with a timer whenever you are.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Infrastructure, right, beard.
Beard? Why did I have to throw that in there?
So I think I thought immediately of Shakespeare, but I think that's because I thought like beard sounds like bard.
Okay, wait. So can I see the 3 words? Can you flash the phone at me? Infrastructure,
I'm showing the phone.
Right and beard. Right,
oh,
bard.
Right, like a scribble, not like.
Oh yeah, WRITE.
That's important.
Infrastructure, right, beard. Okay. Oh, this is like a Factorio. This is like a resource management simulator, like factory. I forget what these are called. The Factorio. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what that is, but I think when you said resource management factory, that made sense to me. So
yeah. So you are Santa and managing the North Pole.
Because of his big white beard.
Because of his big white beard, people send you letters. So instead of getting individual letters, what I'm seeing is there's like a list of toys, and you basically get the broad idea of demand of said toys. Okay, and so you have to set up the elf workshops with conveyor belts and acquiring the resources and putting the elves in the correct places.
No, this works great. Yeah, and then the writing is the kids are writing to you. You have
Yes.
demand for certain toys. You have to produce them by Christmas. There's time limits. It writes itself. I think
You can
I think
even
that's the
have a
game.
multi-phasal game where phase 1 is the factory, and then every year you actually have to then do the distribution as its own mini game, effectively. Which I don't know how that would work, but we've hit the main 3 points.
Oh yeah,
We need a
that
name.
game was really quick. That came out
What if
so fast.
Let's see. What if we just call it Workshopio? Because Factorio.
I've never heard of Factorio before in my whole
It's
life.
a very popular one.
Okay.
You can trust me on that one.
Sure. I think we need to make it more Christmas.
Okay.
Because Workshopio could be anything.
Specifically a workshop.
Right,
and
but
Santa's workshop is the most famous workshop of them all.
What about Hephaestus's workshop? No.
I am not a Percy Jackson reader.
Hephaestus is from Greek mythology. Okay. No, but the workshop is in Percy Jackson. That is why I said it. I do want to say really quick. I love that when you saw the word beard, you just were like, it's about Santa, and that is great.
Yeah, I try my best.
I think like we have time to come up with the name, so I think we can work harder.
Yeah. Okay. It's got to be evocative. You got to know it's both about Santa and is like Factorio.
I guess I'm struggling because I've never heard of the game Factorio. And so adding Oreo to anything just doesn't hit for me.
Okay.
But
all
maybe it would hit for other people, so
there's like a first person version of Factorio called Santasfactory.
Oh, that's a good name. Nice job, that team. That's really good.
So can we do it? Wait, what if we call it Santa's Factory?
I was about to say that, but then it's like that. Then it literally is just Santa's Factory. That doesn't sound...
No, but we do put it as one word.
One word, Santa's Factory. Santa's Factory.
Yeah, and we tell everyone it's pronounced Santa's Factory.
I like that. We're going with that. Santa's Factory.
1 minute and 20 seconds left on the clock. We nailed it. Santa's Factory.
Santa's Factory.
You have to say it fast.
Santa's Factory.
If you say Santa's Factory, you're
That's not the
getting the whole idea of it.
Oh
all
my
right.
gosh. All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Glass, do, return.
Is this DUE. Okay, I was thinking this is just about recycling.
I mean, it
glass
still could
bottles.
be. It still could be.
That's true.
Rent is due.
Rent is due, and the only way you can make money is collecting bottles that you recycle.
Well, okay. So we went to a presentation recently about the soda Moxie, and we learned that apparently in the beginning in the 1800s wasn't there a guy who was working in the bottling factory, and he would sort the bottles, and the ones that weren't Moxies he would take to the recycling plant, and that was his pay.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that's what I'm thinking of, where it's like,
okay,
you sort it's him, but it's his life.
Well, no, I actually, so all right, that is an idea. I'm going to propose my idea, and then we'll vote on how we want to proceed, because I'm also thinking it's literally like bottle recycler simulator, kind of like the pawn shop simulator that we were watching on Flames Fatales, where you are collecting bottles, but it has like an eBay feature where not only do you return bottles, but if you think it's a valuable bottle, you can put it on eBay.
Okay, wait, I do like this, and it does still connect to the Moxie presentation we went to, because they specifically talked about fancy glass and like specific glass from like the early glass manufacturers, and you can tell based on like there's certain tells. So like in the game you could, like based on the color or like the mark on the bottom or like all these things, like, but some could be harder to discern than others. So you might accidentally put a bottle up and it's only worth like,
right, and then it just like never sells on eBay, or like so you accidentally price it too high, so like you lose the money that you put it on eBay, and then you have to end up recycling it for 5 cents anyways. And I think
for due, we just make it, there's like a time, like
it could literally be like rent.
Yeah, so like every because I think it's like every like run of this, like you could play through multiple rents.
Yes,
but like you have to make a certain amount by a certain in-game time.
Yes. I would just say every 30 days, and because we live in a capitalist society
days.
and it sucks, every time you pay rent, your next rent gets higher to make the game more difficult.
Okay, I was like, yeah, but you're right. Or
you need like a scaler.
Or the scaler is that you can like get better apartments.
That's true. I mean, simulator games do love adding that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And that way the speed run, you just live in a pipe. Like
you live in a pipe surrounded by bottles, unsold bottles.
In the Storage Hunter Simulator, which is a very good game. Okay. We got to name it. I mean, it could just be bottle recyclers, bottle.
Yeah, I think that because it is that kind of, I'm even envisioning it as being like the same kind of like generic assets that all other simulators are made from.
Yeah, I think
it just has to be Bottle Collector Simulator.
Well, I think Bottle Return.
Return Simulator. Yeah. All right, 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the clock. We did it. Bottle Return Simulator, where you sleep in a pipe and sell bottles on eBay.
I love that tagline. Sold. All right.
Final round of the round. Hold on. Have we talked about how it's more like rapid fire rounds? We've talked about
this already. We've said this before.
I'm going to start the timer to distract myself from this. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Direction, field, performer.
Okay.
One Direction. No. Performer.
Halftime show.
Okay.
But you have to pre-plan. You like choreograph like the movements. You know how like the marching band marches into all the different like places. Like you are guiding that, and it's like played like a Total War game where you have your formations and you move them like that.
So it's kind of just band director.
Yes.
Simulator.
Yes.
Okay.
And
so it's specifically halftime shows that aren't the Super Bowl. So like actual like marching band.
Actual marching bands, like high school marching band halftime shows. And I think the mechanic is
I think this works.
It like highlights the areas of the zone that you need to get your marchers to, and then you have to control them.
So
is that even a game?
Let's back it up.
Okay.
If we're doing marching band, I mean, I was in marching band for 3 full months. So.
So you're an expert.
No, but also a lot of my friends have done marching band. So part of it, so usually you have like a different number of shows per season. So you'll have like, maybe the Queen show, and there's 3 Queen songs, and you perform that for like a certain number of games, and then you're going to learn a new show. So I think that could be part of it, and I think the music has to be part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you have to choreograph the movements. I like using the Total War mechanics, but I think like the movement themselves has to be choreographed based on like movements in the song. So like when the chorus happens, like, so basically like the shapes change as the song moves. Like you wouldn't just do a random shape change during the middle.
Right. No.
Yeah.
So that's why I was saying like it highlights like where things are supposed to be in the field. So it's almost like a rhythm game in that sense.
Yeah.
Where like it shows you where your guys need to be.
I think it should be more like Barbie fashion show.
Okay.
So you design where they're going, and then you just get to watch it happen.
Okay. Does that cover all the 3 words that we need? What are the 3 words?
Direction, field, and performance. So
okay.
You're giving them a direction for their performance on the field.
Okay. Is it like Barbie fashion show in that there's no actual like
scoring
or anything, and you just get the joy of seeing it?
So I think this you can have scoring, but you can also just like scoring will exist, but it won't like block you from doing something silly goofy.
Okay.
Like you could have them just stand still, and the game would let you do that, but you would get like 0 points. Yes. I think the scoring would be based on timing, so like based on like the song stanzas or whatever, like, and like how often you move and how complex your shapes are.
Okay. So, all right. I'm just thinking from a programmatic standpoint, like the songs would be like hard coded. Like it's not import your own song. So there would be a set number of songs, and it would be programmed in like you get a lot of points if you do something at this point, because this is like when we hit the bridge.
Right.
So if you're doing a lot of movement during the bridge, I don't know if that's like a marching band
or like,
thing.
And you can also add like, different sections. So like the flags and the drum line and like, what are they doing?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Okay. Boom. And it's called
Marching band.
March Your Heart Out.
March Your Heart Out. Okay, sure.
Wait, do you actually like
No.
March Your Heart Out? No. Oh, well.
I was going to say marching band fashion show. That's not.
No, it's not a fashion show,
No,
but uniform customization could be part of it.
Definitely is part of it. Definitely. I mean, I'm putting March Your Heart Out in the back because I don't hate it.
Okay.
It's just you're not marching. You're the band director.
Okay.
When the band goes marching in, the band. I'm here for the halftime show. I'm just halftime.
Halftime show off.
Halftime show off. I like that.
Okay. All right. 40 seconds left on the clock. Halftime show off. Marching band director simulator. Yay.
I like it.
No, yeah.
Okay. Well,
I do too. That's why I closed it out. I was like, we agreed.
yeah. All right. Well, that is our show. Quick announcement that on the 27th, which is a Saturday, we're going to do our live stream. It might be a little later in the day than usual. We'll have to see. Probably like noonish Eastern, but
be prepared.
Yeah, be prepared. Follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/makethatgame. Isaac will probably be the one streaming, although he did stream twice in a row, so maybe I have to stream twice in a row to make up for it. You'll be surprised.
So we will be too.
We will
probably.
be too. Well, maybe we'll know by next week. We'll see by the next time we record. But that is our next live stream for September. You can follow us on social media at MakeThatGamePod. You can send us an email, makethatgamepodcast@gmail.com. You can also go to makethatgame.com to see our latest episode and sign up for our newsletter, which we'll send eventually, promise. Newsletters are harder than I thought, but we're making progress. And if you like us, please leave us a review on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you can leave a review. And if you heard a game today that you really want to play, the only way you can play it is if you make it. So you got to get out there and
make that game.